Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the KIMAFUN Wireless Microphone Set. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a KIMAFUN Wireless Microphone Set. It is a 2.4 GHz wireless microphone system with a lavalier and headset microphone. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, cutting apart the sticky seal that's keeping the box securely sealed or closed. And let's pop the lid off to reveal the contents inside. And of course, checking through on the underside of the lid to make sure nothing is attached or stuck on the underside. So setting the box to the right hand side, and now taking a look directly in the box packaging. So you can see the contents of this KIMAFUN wireless microphone set. And let's remove the contents from the box packaging and set it across the tabletop so we can have a nice full view of all the items that come with this wireless microphone system. And taking another quick look at the system that's resting in the box packaging. Let's continue to remove the items from it. So as you can see, there are various packets of items or accessories for the system, which we'll soon take a look at. I'm just removing that foam insert and making sure nothing is attached to it, and of course checking the box packaging as well. So now that we've emptied the box, we can set it to the side of the frame. So once again, replacing it on the right hand side of the frame. And now arranging the contents across the tabletop so they are in nice full view. Okay, so those are the contents of the KIMAFUN Wireless Microphone Set. Let's start off by first taking a look at this card. So it comes with a thank you card with customer contact details or an email address to contact KIMAFUN should you have any comments or issues with your product. So setting that on the right hand side of the frame and moving right along, there is an instruction manual for this wireless microphone set. So a small little booklet here of an instruction manual. Let's open it up and take a look inside. So there are a table of contents on the left along with the details required to operate this wireless microphone system. And just flipping through for your reference purposes. And there we go, a final 2 pages of this user manual. Okay, so setting that on the top left hand side of the frame and moving right along, let's start off with the items in the packets. So in this packet, which is KIMAFUN branded, let's slide the contents out, and it's nice to see that it is recyclable as well, so make sure you reuse or recycle that bag thoughtfully. And taking a look at this cable, it is a USB cable type A at one end, which is a standard USB, and 2 micro USB connectors on the opposite end. So just going to undo that very quickly, just to actually have a proper look to see what the arrangement is with this cable. So we can see that it is a double-ended cable, or at least it does have two micro USB cables on one end and a Type A on the other. Okay, and just setting that down and moving on to the next translucent packet here with the KIMAFUN branding and making some adjustments to the tabletop so we try and keep everything in view without obstructing the foreground. So once again, another KIMAFUN packet here, which is recyclable as well. So, and here is the receiver, a 2.4 gigahertz receiver with the KIMAFUN branding. Just setting it down, and we'll take a close-up look at these items in just a moment. Just going to undo all the packets in here. So once again, another KIMAFUN packet. And this is the transmitter, as we can see right here. And setting that down, so I'm just going to make some arrangements here. And moving on to the next packet. So there is a packet here, which appears to be a belt clip that supports the transmitter. So there we go. So holder for the transmitter. And setting that down and moving right along. Next packet here. You have what appears to be a splitter cable. So let's open it up. Got the grip seal packet. It's nice to see that the connector end is capped with a protective cap. It does have a gold plated finish to it as well, and let's try and get the camcorder to focus on this item here, this splitter, and we can see the details right there and the labels on the phenol sockets with the microphone as well as the headset diagrams on the plug ends, and of course a 3.5mm plug or jack. Okay, so just setting that down and moving right along, we do have one packet here. We can see that there is a pair of windshields or windscreens, which are made out of foam, as well as a 6.35mm plug, which accepts a 3.5mm plug into it. So right there, microphone plug or adapter plug from small to large. It does have some nice knurling on it as well, and of course the two windshields or windscreens made from foam. So right there, giving you a nice good look at these items and setting them down as well. Of course, as you can see, more and more items being opened up and shown on the tabletop. And finally, the last packet to be opened is in here, and in hand, let's slide the item out from its clear packet. And this is the Lavalier microphone, or collar microphone, or lapel microphone. And we see it is protective capped as well on the 3.5mm end. It's right there, trying to get the camcorder once again to focus. So giving you a nice good look at this Lavalier microphone. And interestingly, this isn't gold plated on this end. And of course we do have the microphone itself, the collar or lapel microphone. And it does have a windscreen already fitted onto it. And we can see the alligator style clip for fastening or securing onto one's collar. Okay. Or t-shirt collar to be exact. So right there are the items. And of course we do have the headset itself, so two ways of speaking through, either using the headset or using the lavalier microphone. So the headset also does have that 3.5mm plug, which is capped as well, with that protective cap. And just giving you a look right there. And we see the windshield or windscreen cover on the microphone end of this headset. So this headset purely is a microphone only headset. Just giving you a look right there. So those are all the items of the KIMAFUN Wireless Microphone Set. So let me do some quick arrangements. So this system, of course, does work with all kinds of devices, either through a computer or directly into a speaker system, or even through into a smartphone or mobile device. Okay, so let's take a close-up look at the lavalier microphone with its cable length by undoing the cable tie, so that we have a good idea of the cable length, which is quite important when it comes to using this lavalier microphone. So giving you some idea of that cable length right there of the lavalier microphone. Okay, and then of course giving you a close-up look at the headset microphone as well, with its cable length, and doing the cable tie, and then giving you a look at its cable length. So right there, the headset microphone. So obviously lots of things on the tabletop which may be a bit distracting when trying to focus on the foreground, but we're trying to make sure everything is in view as well. So giving you a look right here, and we can see that it does have a rather flexible and sturdy boom microphone or stalk, as you can see right there, being able to flex it and turn it with ease, and then it stays very nicely in place in whichever position you choose to adjust it to. And of course the headset as well. Headset is very light in weight. It just has this rubber coated headband and very simple foam padding on the temple side. Of the headband. It's right there giving you a look as to the headset microphone. Okay, so now let's go ahead and test it. So what we do have, of course, before we do anything else, is to take a look at the transmitter in my left hand and receiver on my right hand. So we need these two devices to link up. And before we do anything else, just to show you the different aspects of these two components. So right there we can see an off and on switch together with their micro USB ports for recharging them. So they do have built-in lithium-ion batteries in them. And just giving you a look all around at both these parts, and we can see that there is a volume adjustment on the transmission end or transmitter end. So right there, giving you a look at these two components up close as well. And of course, always tricky trying to get everything to focus evenly. So right there, the two parts which make the system work together wirelessly using the 2.4 GHz frequency. And this time around stacked on top of each other with the receiver at the top and transmitter at the bottom. And taking a look at these two parts together like that. Okay, so now let's test the lavalier microphone by, of course, plugging the 3.5mm plug into the receiver, I beg your pardon, into the transmitter, and of course locking it down. So it's nice to see that it does have that ring there to lock the two parts in place. And then of course let's turn both of these devices together, so they need to be turned on simultaneously so that they can pair with each other. So there we go, a stable signal means that they are both paired. And of course, let's undo that, remove that protective cap. And over here I have a creative iRoar Go speaker, which I've unboxed very recently on the YouTube channel. You can always do a search for this speaker unboxing should you wish to find out more about this speaker. So on the back of the speaker, if we lift the smaller side flap up, there is an aux in or audio in jack or socket. And before we plug the receiver into that socket, let's also get this part ready, which is the microphone adapter that comes with that speaker. And we plug the receiver into the microphone adapter, and let's plug now that adapter into the aux in or audio in. And now just setting the speaker down. And I'm going to move the headset somewhere else as best I can while trying to keep it somewhere in frame. So just gonna set it to the side right there perhaps. So excuse me as I try and get everything to fit in place. And okay, so let's turn the speaker on. And of course change the source so that it is aux in, and we can hear testing nice and clearly the audio that's being transmitted from this lavalier microphone and through out of that creative iRoar Go speaker. So I'm just speaking directly into the microphone by holding it in my hand. Now I'm going to clip it onto my t-shirt collar and just speaking very normally at a normal volume. You can hear me speaking through. And let's raise the volume on the microphone. Oh, there's now some slight feedback, so I have to be careful about that. And now I'm just going to press on the plus or volume up button on this KIMAFUN transmitter, which is connected of course to the lavalier end. Let's do that, and testing 1 2 3. You can hear that audio coming through very clearly. And just going to volume down and you can hear that there's no transmission now, or at least I'm not audible through the speaker system. Let's raise that volume back up again, and you can hear as my voice transmits through to the speaker. So nice and simple and very, very clear. And of course now I'm just going to tap onto the microphone with my finger so you can hear mic test, mic test. Very nice and clear. And let's just try saying a sentence here. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Okay, so there we go. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. And let's be a bit adventurous and press that up button again, and hopefully we don't get feedback. Oh, and there it's just about. So I have to watch the volume very carefully, so I'm trying my best to make sure that speech or speaking comes through the speakers in an acceptably loud or reasonable volume. Okay, so I'm just going to pick off the lavalier microphone, and now I'm going to place it in front of my mouth and speak really softly. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. So you can hear just how clearly that pickup from that microphone is. The KIMAFUN Wireless Lavalier Microphone. And now I'm just going to press down on the volume as I continue to speak, just to make sure, so you can hear right there that difference between me speaking through the lavalier microphone and the camcorder microphone picking up what it can pick up. Okay, so there we have it. That's the lavalier microphone. We can quickly test the headset microphone as well, so I'm just going to turn off, or actually let's make sure we turn the transmitter off. So there we go. And undoing the lavalier microphone with its 3.5mm plug. And this time round, removing that protective cap and plugging in the headset microphone and screwing in the locking ring or fastening ring. And this time let's pop or turn on the volume once again, or turn on the power to the transmitter. And of course we have to make sure that we keep that microphone away from the speaker, and you can hear just how clearly I'm coming through once again, so nice and consistent. So I'm just trying to get this headset onto my head. So okay, so I am now wearing the headset and making some adjustments to that microphone stalk to get it into a nice good position. So right there, speaking very, very evenly. And of course the headset feels very nice and light in weight, so very, very comfortable with a good fit, even though it looks very, very minimalist in the design. And of course we have the belt holder or clip, so very simply to keep or hold that transmitter on your body or clothes. So right there, just giving you a look as to this KIMAFUN Wireless Microphone Set. And let's put the volume down. Testing, 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 testing. There we go. Testing, 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 testing.